Because let me tell you something, serious men move like they're serious. Okay, I'm good. This is a long, like, y'all have been requesting this video and I'm just like, I've had a video about this before, but we're going to talk about first date etiquette and what to do on a first date. And I'm going to talk briefly about at the beginning how to even get to a first date, okay? And tips and tricks depending on what dates. Their first dates come in a wide variety. So I don't want to just go over dinner dates, but just how you should act as a feminine woman on a date. Now, I don't know if it's just because I live in Atlanta or what's going on with some of the guys, but getting to a date is hard enough. So we're first things first, a man should be asking you when you are available. He should be like, y'all should be, you know, talking, getting to know each other. He should get to know the things that you like and you don't like. At any point, personally with me, I don't give men a lot of chances to show me exactly who they are. Once they show me who they are and they show me that they cannot lead, they do not go on a date with me. They do not pass go. They do not collect $200. Like, they just don't. After that, you are to tell him when you're available. Now, my favorite thing to do, I'm not saying that you have to do this, but I like going on dates during the daytime. I just feel like the daytime just is more inviting and it lets people know, like, I'm not going back to your place. Like, I don't know, something about going on a date. It's this old saying, there's nothing open past 9 but legs. Lunch dates. I try to do lunch. I try to do brunch. I try to do things where the light is still outside. So that is a tip that I would share with you all. I'm not saying you have to do that, but don't be going on dates past 9, girl. Even if you are available the next day, you don't need to tell him that. Like, I've always said to you all, not everything needs to be said all the time. Like, you don't need to be so available to somebody just because you like them. Like, as a woman, there should be different things that you are focused on. And even when I do like somebody, I have to think logically and be like, I can't just be willy-nilly open all the time. The best restaurants are the restaurants where you have to make reservations and you can't just walk in, right? So I want to be exclusive. I want to give off exclusivity vibes. I want to give off luxury vibes. I don't want to give off, yeah, I am free tomorrow, right? So whenever a guy, 1, shows that he can't lead, 2, shows that he can't even get to know you to even plan something, and 3, this hits the hammer on the nail. This is like 90% of the guys that I meet in Atlanta. They start asking you to plan things, tell me what you want to do, and then they hit you with the, okay, great, let's go tomorrow. Let's go this weekend. Let's go today. Are you free tonight for dinner? I always constantly like to book dates out 2 weeks to 3 weeks in advance. And let me tell you why. There's going to be 2 type of guys you come across. One is going to complain at the fact that, why I gotta wait 2 weeks to see you? This is ridiculous. We can't. I literally had a man tell me, like, you don't have any kids. You need to be more spontaneous. I told you when I was available, sir. Either you want to take me out then or you don't, right? I'm not going to just because of what you feel like I should do. It's really on my time. You're moving on my time. You want to take me out, so you need to be moving on my time. And my time is 1 week to 2 weeks out, 3 weeks sometimes. So he had a problem with that and we just did not go on a date. Because there are other men that I've been on dates with that have no problem with that. The second type of fan will say, wow, you know, they might say, oh wow, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, or they say, got it, got you, okay, I made reservations. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, as y'all are embarking on this journey, as y'all are watching my videos and watching my TikToks, it's gonna be, you're gonna start noticing a shift. You're gonna start noticing the fact that you have to say a lot more no's than you do yeses. You're gonna get a lot more no's in this life than you do get yeses, especially if you aspire to be married. You're only going to marry one person. You're only going to aspire to marry one person, but you're going to have to go through a lot of frogs to get to that one person. And just know that, you know, when you get a guy that's refreshing, just sit in that, okay? He necessarily is not the one. Now, once you finally get to the day and he talks to you, he asks you what you want to do, he asks you when you're, not what you want to do, he asks you when you're available, you're gonna tell him, hey, I'm available, what's today? Today's January 7th. Hey, hi, thanks you know, I'm available January 23rd. I don't even know if that's a Saturday. I'm available to January 23rd. He's gonna book the date. He's gonna tell you, great, I'll see you then. Comes the day before. I like guys, like they usually check in because like I said, I give them 2 to 3 weeks out. So usually if I give someone 3 weeks out, they're checking in with me that week saying, hey, you know, we're still on, because like 9 times out of 10, we're still talking leading up to that date. And so he'll check on me, hey, you know, you're still good for this weekend? And I say, yes, I am. Thanks for asking. So once a man says that, he's confirming the date. He also should confirm the date the day of. If I don't get a confirmation of the date the day of, in my mind, we're not going on a date. We're just not. It's just proper etiquette. Like, you need to be checking in and confirming our date for tonight or for today, for this evening, whatever, for this afternoon, for this morning with the man. And I encourage you to confirm with the man. If a man has not texted you, it is not your job or your place to go text him like, hey, are we still doing our date today? Like, no. Set a time in your mind. If you know you want to hear from him by 4 p.m. and you haven't heard from him by 4 p.m. and he texts you at 7 and your date is at 8, hey, are we still on for 8? You can't make an executive decision to say, hey, I haven't heard from you earlier today, you did not confirm with me this weekend, unfortunately things changed, I'm not available. I have done that to people, because let me tell you something, serious men move like they're serious. And I have met so many men that throw temper tantrums and they say that I'm doing too much, and it doesn't faze me because I know that serious men move serious. I'm a walking testament. I've been on dates with men who move serious. So it's kind of like, just because you missed the mark does not mean that I'm doing too much. You just missed the mark. It's okay. Once you get to the date, you're gonna wear something appropriate. Now, how you dress, you wanna dress how you want to be addressed. You want to be taken serious. I'm not saying, you know, don't wear wear something that is going to make you feel comfortable. And I might do a video on things that I would wear on a first date, but like I said, there are different types of first dates. So if you're wearing something dinner, like make sure that you're comfortable. You want to be comfortable on this date. Don't wear something that's showing too much. Not saying that you're not going to be taken serious, but it's just like, as a woman, you dress how you want to be addressed. And I have told y'all this time and time again. I know some of y'all don't like hearing this, but every time I was dressed in club clothes or dressed down because I was coming from a club, I had men of all walks of life coming up to me, talking to me all kind of way, trying to touch me, you know, just was like, oh, I can easily assess her, right? Even though they can't, but they just felt more comfortable. And then I've been in my business casual clothes, literally walking from my office, walking, strolling, and I've had men that admire me from afar because they knew that they probably could not talk to me. And when those men do talk to me, they step to me different, right? How do you want to be taken on this date? And I'm not saying that the person is going to take you more serious, but sometimes you want to cross your T's and dot your I's and just be safe. I always go with the rule of thumb. If you're going to show rule of spades, if you're going to show chest, you can show a little chest, but don't be showing legs, okay? You shouldn't be showing legs and chest and arms and stomach. Like, girl, you gotta pick one. If you're gonna show legs, you need to keep it a little conservative up top, all right? Or you could do a split. Y'all know my favorite thing. I've shared this before on my channel. My favorite go-to dresses for dinners. I love off-the-shoulder dresses. Like, I just love off-the-shoulder dresses. Like, y'all know off-the-shoulder dresses that are like, you know, like this type of situation. I might have a picture up here. That is just my thing, because it's like, it's giving sexy, but it's not giving too much. You're not seeing down my breast. I'm giving you shoulder action, you know, I'm giving you body yaddy yaddy, but I'm not doing too much. As far as length, my favorite length of dresses to wear is the midi, M-I-D-I section. I don't really go too much mini. You can, but like I said, if you're gonna do legs, keep it cute up top, okay? Now, next thing, after you are picking out what you are going to wear, how you are going to smell, how you're going to wear your hair, make sure that you're comfortable, right? Take it easy, because I know that some people get very nervous when they go out on dates, and sometimes I do too, but like I said, like, just enjoy yourself, right? It doesn't have to be so like formal all the time. Just enjoy yourself. But we want to talk about proper etiquette when it comes to conversation. Now, proper etiquette when it comes to conversation, I've mentioned this before on my TikTok, and I've gotten a lot of backlash, but it's just like, come on, girl, like there's certain things you don't need to be talking about on the first date. Y'all should not be talking about each other's exes. If he is talking about his ex, that's a red flag. Do not bring your ex up on a first date. Do not bring up the last person you slept with or when's the last time you've been intimate with somebody. That topic of conversation, first of all, is none of his business. Second of all, it's none of your business. Third of all, that is just impolite and just ill-mannered to talk about on a first date. Politics on the first date, there's a time and a place for everything. And when you're getting to know someone, I'm pretty sure you'll get to know what they like, what they don't like as far as policy. But to flat out ask somebody who they voted for, it's very ill-mannered and it's not proper etiquette, no matter how you put it. There's literally people commenting like, but I need to know. For what, girl? Because half of the time, y'all know people not good for you and y'all still with them. So what does it matter who we voted for when... I digress. Just keep conversation to like absolute none when it comes to politics. Just don't. At least in America. Now this video, you know, if you're dating in a different country, that's different. Third, things that I love to talk about on dates, I like to, you know, let the other person just listen. I'm more of an observer and more of a listener. I do love themselves and they take, you know, leadership and just tell me about themselves, because maybe I have this thing with over psychoanalyzing people. I'm pretty sure I do, but you could talk about college. You can ask them what school they went to. You ask what they went to school for. Why, you know, what led you to go down the path of being a computer engineer, software engineer? You know, what made you get into engineering? Stuff like that. Trying to get to know them and things that they like. You can ask them about, you know, their parents, about how it was growing up in, I don't know, France, whatever. How, you know, you've always wanted to visit this country and they went to this country. Do they like to travel? There's so many things that you can talk about that are appropriate. Kind of like getting to know another girlfriend. It's literally like basically the same thing. You can ask them about religion. That's perfectly fine. I like to ask about religion too, because I need to know before I'm invested if they're going to be the same religion as me. Going into dating, you need to know what your outcome is out of it. It's like we're getting to the stage now. It's like if you're watching this video and you're not in high school, you need to have a reason as to why you're doing things that you're doing. Like, don't just vibing, you know, like I'm just vibing. No, like I'm potentially going out on this date because I'm potentially going to have a boyfriend who is potentially going to become a husband of mine, right? So I need to be thinking in this mindset. So if in any time of the date the man mentions that he's Muslim and I know I'm Christian, I know, well, this is not going to work. Right? I'm not going to say that then. That we're going to talk about some table etiquette, because I know that not everything is dinner dates. Just make sure that you're not, you know, eating, chewing with your mouth closed, chewing with your mouth open, being overly loud, talking over your guests, in your phone. Being on your phone at any type of date is pretty rude. If there's a time you do have to be on your phone, excuse yourself and apologize to them and tell them, you know, it might be something that you're... Don't necessarily tell them exactly what you're dealing with, but you can say this is very important and I do apologize. I do want to give you my undivided attention. So, you know, let me step away and take care of what you need to take care of. Texting on your phone. Don't be on Instagram. Don't be on TikTok on a date. Like, that's just, it's very rude. Give them your undivided attention. Look at them. 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 Look at them when they talk to you. Okay, we just gotta... Yeah, please. Like I said, anytime you are invited somewhere, do not act like you're going to pay. Do not insinuate you're going to pay. Do not say that you're going to pay your half. Do not say that I'm going to leave the tip. It's none of your business. The check is none of your business. The bill is none of your business. You were invited somewhere, and whenever you are invited somewhere, that should be on him. Okay, point blank, period. Don't argue with me in these comments. That's it. Don't even try to reason with yourself. But someone was like, yeah, but I like to pull out my purse and act like I'm going to pay just so I can see what he's going to do. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't even play like that. It's certain things you don't play like, and that's one. Invited you out, he should be taking care of the bill. Moving on to first date etiquette after the date. So depending on how y'all arrived, I know sometimes I've been picked up some dates and I've also met someone some dates and, you know, whatever. So just make sure, you know, however you arrived is how you get home. And when you do get home, you can text them and tell them, like, you know, thank you if you did have a good time. You don't have to, if you didn't have a good time, like, don't say this. But you can text them, hey, thank you. Like, I really had a good time, you know, doing X, Y, Z. I enjoy this, or if he's asking, hey, let me know when you get home safely, you can go ahead and text him, hey, you know, just letting you know I got home safely. That is perfectly okay, and he should be doing that. To point out is the chivalry aspect of it, because being a feminine woman, you need to learn how to allow people to do things for you. And I'm not saying that to say that you can't do things for yourself. Stop trying to always prove to people that you can do things for yourself. He can see that you can take care of yourself. He can see that, sis. He can see that. I promise you he can see that. So allow him to open the doors for you. Allow him to walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Allow him to pay the bill. Allow him to on the car door, open any door. Allow him to pull out chairs. Allow him to stand up whenever you enter and exit a room. That is also another form of chivalry that I've heard that some women just complain about, and it's like, girl, do you not know? Like that is high in my point book, okay? When I see a man, when I'm on the date with a man and he stands up when I stand up and he stands up when I enter and exit, I just fell in love. No, but say thank you. Be gracious, be thankful when he does. Don't just act like, yeah, you need to open the door for me. You know, when he does it, of course say thank you. Even though you expect for it to happen, you still say thank you. He does not, just know that I usually cross somebody out in my head very, very quickly. I went on a date not too recent, and a guy literally just did not open any of the doors. And I sat there for a while too. Like, I was sitting in his car, and I was just like, and he was like, and I was like, and he was like, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need to get out the car. No more dates for you. So yeah, I think that's about it. That covers everything for a first date. If you want to go out on a second date, I would say, like I said, don't be so available. I cannot stand when, like, stop being so available. Stop being so available. You're not available all the time. So if you want to go on a second date with him, he wants to go on a second date with you, you can say, okay, we can probably next week. Or if you have something to do next week, say, I have something to do next week, I can do the week after. Don't be like, oh yeah, let's go tomorrow. Like, hey girl, no, you have stuff to do tomorrow. You have stuff to do tomorrow. He needs to wait a week. He needs to miss you. Give him a chance to miss you. Like, dang. And the last thing I do want to say about dating is that dating is a process. Dating is not marriage. Dating is not your boyfriend. You need to be dating more than one person. And if you are dating one person, you need to be open to dating other people. Stop acting like someone's girlfriend and you're not their girlfriend. Don't act like anyone's wife and you're not their wife, right? If you go on a date on Monday and go on a date on Wednesday and go on a date on Friday, that is perfectly okay. That is nobody's business but your own. But if any event that, because I've been on a date on Monday and been on a date on Wednesday, and a guy has seen me out with someone and has gotten upset. And when that happens, you politely say, I am not your girlfriend, and you move on. You do not own me. When you start noticing possessiveness with men, you need to cut that out right away, because that leads to bigger disrespect. It will like, things get louder, okay? So you need to be looking out for these red flags on a date. And I can't tell you every red flag to look out for, because your standards might be different from my standards. What you're looking for might be different. But I do want to tell you to go into dating open-minded. Go into dating knowing that this is kind of an interview process, knowing what you want out of it, and knowing that you need to be dating more than one person. Okay, like and follow for more, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time.